All right, let's get started. Hopefully, you guys can all see my screen.
We
And
can.
okay, and you will note I have a special account, the one I created for this back in the day when the last time we did this, the M this T account here in Jigsaw, manage this trade. And real quickly, let me just introduce the topic. I want to get JVC into a position here before the bottom of the hour. Um, Anyway, let me introduce the topic real quickly. This idea has actually been around the trading world for a long time, and I'll tell you where I first heard it. A friend of mine was a local at the CME, and then he quote unquote moved upstairs. And they were hiring new traders, electronic traders, and that was the first thing they did to them. They would sit them down at a computer with a trade on and say, okay, manage this trade, to see if they had any idea how to handle risk management. And most new traders fail the manage this trade test. Um, and The rules are pretty simple. We can adjust them as we go, but basically, I'll put on a trade here somewhere. Either we'll stick with MNQ and MES so that we can swarm if we want to. So this dome here on the left is MNQ. This one is MES, and then over on the right are YM and NRTY, and we'll avoid those. You can use any system you want. All you need is a microphone, and we'll take more volunteers after JVC. I'm going to do a couple with JVC just to show different types, like a scalp and maybe something else. So anyway, so the way it works, I put on a trade and then it's in your hands, and you can tell me add one, put a stop here, put a take profit stop here, add another one, take one off. You can literally tell me anything that you want me to do. And your objective
Anything?
is, well, anything within reason. And
Anything trading related, anyway.
stand on your hands and yeah,
Oh, go. Never
yeah.
mind.
So anyway, and the you can go flat if you want. If I put you in a trade, you can just get flat. It's up to you. Do whatever you want. Although, that's kind of a chicken thing to do, because I'm going to put you in a decent situation. Like for the first one for JVC, I'm going to put him
And
long.
I'm watching my. Yes, so please say what it is.
Yes, you are long 5 micros at 83.75 in ES.
Okay. At the moment, I'm just going to sit tight.
Okay.
We're getting some absorption at the pullback bar low, bottom of the LRC-ish, range-ish,
Put up
pushing up.
structure here so we can follow your structural comments. There we go.
All right, we're starting to push. We haven't gotten the IB break yet, so
You are in profit right now,
yes, I am.
just barely.
Not quite far enough to feel like I want to protect anything.
You can tell me in advance. For example, you could say if it gets to 87, protect
Right.
one at 85 or whatever. You could say that.
Right now, oh, okay. We just pushed through the absorption. Now I want to see if we hold it, and it does. It immediately swept right back up above. So at this moment, I'm going to sit tight.
Okay. You've got a
I'm
zero right below us,
thinking
by the way.
we do. See now it's still pushing lower, but not a, well. Okay.
Oh, so now it's trading 80. You're offsides by
Yep.
3 points.
And get out flat. Don't like it.
Okay, so that's the first one, and that was I'm keeping track of these over here in my. So that was minus 87.50. So that's not bad. I always consider any trade that doesn't lose more than $100 is more or less break even and can't cause a lot of trouble. But on the other hand, even if you're trading 1 or 2 micros, that's big. So, but
And
that
of
was a
course now
five
it has
micro.
pushed right back up again. So
Yes. Okay. Let's see. What else can we do with you? I'm gonna let's reset the dome for a second. We'll put down the structure. And okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you long NQ at 91 with a 3 lot, 90.75 with a 3 lot. It's trading 88 right now. So just a little
90.
push.
Wait, what?
90.75 in NQ. You're in NQ.
Oh, sorry. We're in NQ. Oh shit, I don't have NQ.
Oh, you know, all right, then I can go back to ES if you
hang on.
want.
I'll just look. I'll do it on yours. I'll do it on your screen.
Right, yeah, you can
Okay.
see it's right here on the left.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is super unfamiliar to me, but let's see. I'm trying to get my bearings where everything is. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Yep. I see. We're kind of middle-ish of the range, not really trailing off volume a little bit. So, and let's go ahead and see if we can get a pop up.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, but no follow through on the push down. So I'm going to sit tight. If we let's see, I can't really see the numbers.
I want these to be instructional too. I should point out there, I had my mouse on the market buy button because of this absorption right to the POC and that bounce. I was hoping you saw that. It's at the bottom of the range. So again, I won't do this often, but every now and then I'll throw in a tip.
Yep. Shoot. Okay. Well. Now, oops, that's not my screen.
I'm trying to thing, so I'm forcing you to be uncomfortable here.
I'm also trying. I'm trying to like scroll your screen, and it's like, why isn't it scrolling? Oh, it's not my screen. I gotta remember that. Let's see. I would, if we can just get a pop up. I'd like to take one off around like 20. If 20? We could just get a pop, but it doesn't.
Way up here.
Oh, I can't. I keep trying to scroll your screen. It's not working. This is killing me.
We're at 90.75 on this trade, and it's trading at 84 right now. I'll tell you what. I'll bail you out. I'll tell you what I would do. I'm gonna double the trade up right here, and then throw a bunch of targets right above that, and we'll scale out of it real fast. So I'll show how this one should have been done. Here we go. Okay, so we just took 4 of them off in profit. Now I'm going to take off another one. We've got one left. We'll protect that one. And so now we're in profit by about $30, and boom, we got hit. So that's what I would have done there. I just, every now and then I'll do that.
Sure. And trying to do this on a foreign screen and over Zoom is really hard.
Yeah, it is tricky. Maybe we should stick with ES because it might be easier, or at least for people that aren't active NQ traders.
Yeah, if somebody's an NQ trader and has NQ on their side, yeah, by all means, sure, that's fine. But for me, that was supremely difficult.
Okay. All right, let's try another ES for you. And why don't he tell you what, let's do this a little differently for ES. And I won't give you any feedback at all. You're flat in ES. Tell me if you want to put a trade on. And we're right on the IB right now. I mean,
throw on a long. Get a long one. Yeah.
Just one? Okay.
Yep.
These are micros.
One for now. Yep.
Okay.
One for now.
You're long 82.5.
Okay. And I'm looking at that negative delta to hold me at 83.
Let me throw that back up so people know what you're talking about.
Good point. They can't see my screen.
This 80 right here, 83. Yeah, big delta there.
Yep. And okay, we keep pushing up to it, playing with it, and one push. It's trying to go higher.
Sorry, my reminder just popped up. Okay, you're basically right on break even here, and it's trading pretty aggressively there. You can see where my mouse is.
Here, it's starting to push through it, trying UB at the top of the 30-minute. I'm thinking IB break to the upside. I like that better.
Let's see, we'll crunch down a little bit. So you're talking about up here, okay?
I can't see your screen. I'm looking at mine, so I'm not sure. Let
me just for everyone else. The IB is up at 3,800, and so this is a long from 82.5 at the moment, and it is profitable. We're trading 83.5.
Yep. And
now 84 quarter.
So now we're starting to we're getting some traction here, and I want to see it resolve the UB at the top of this period. You can put up stops
to protect it. You can put up targets. Any of the above.
Yep. And we got. Okay, that's fine. We pushed away from it. We made UB at the bottom of the 30, but that's just the 30 minutes, so I'm not super concerned about that at the moment.
I'm at this right here. Well, you can't see my screen. I'll point to it for people right here.
Yep, feel free. So top of the current period is right at the mid on the nose, so I would really like to push beyond that. Pushing down, but we're getting bought. Okay, yep, good. All right, and still thinking long, but I don't really want to add anything to this until it can get itself underway. It's just sort of ebbing and flowing around here right now, but I'm seeing more volume on the upside pushes.
Let's go back to the range view here. Okay, let me know when you want to add to it or whatever you want to do. We'll just keep it running.
Right now,
there's no rush. You don't have to do something right away. You can sit in a trade. That's perfectly acceptable.
I just want it to get some legs, which it might be about to do.
Ooh,
Here we go. Come on, push. I want it to get past the mid. That's the spot I'm watching for it to get unstuck past. And it might be It's trying. Here it goes. Here it goes. Okay,
you're in
yeah.
profit by 3 points here.
Get ready to add one more.
Okay. Market.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're long 2 at average 84.
Fine. Yeah, that's good enough.
And you're profitable. It's trading 85 quarter, 85 half.
Yep. All right, great. Now let's see. Put an exit up at put an exit at 97 for
97 flat. Okay, that will give you $131 if you were to take them both there. Go ahead. Pulling back a little bit.
I'd love to see a spring up again. That would be really nice if we can get that. Pushing down towards bottom of the range, but getting bought.
Long 284, trading 82.5. Now 82, bouncing a little bit. 82.5, 80. Yeah.
Every little bounce down sort of pops back up again. So I feel like it's being bought. We're back at our friend negative delta there at 83 even.
That would be right here. Yep.
Playing around with it. Right on the VWAP as well. And can we get a push? Thank you. I was just going to say, can we get a push up? And then, boink, there it was. Right to VWAP. And can we get through it?
So let me ask you a good question here. This is part of this exercise. Obviously, we know which direction you're heading. Where would you be wrong with the idea that you currently have up, in your opinion?
That is always the tricky question. I mean, this starting bigger picture, absolutely, obviously dead wrong as if we were to break the low. I mean, obviously, we break the IV to the downside. I'm completely and totally dead wrong. I'd like to be wrong sooner than that, though. So at the moment,
that risk would be $126 on this.
Yeah.
Too long.
Which, is not account blowing, but still, I'd rather not take that. I'd rather be wrong sooner than that. So at the moment, I would probably be wrong. If we were able to push down past maybe 78, I would
like in
be
here,
thinking, something's not right
here. Okay, yeah,
exactly.
That looks good. All right. And up at your target.
Spring? Can we get it? No.
Yeah, it's trying.
Yep. Sold that one off fairly aggressively, but not a lot of volume. It just moved, but not a ton of volume. So again, we're playing with that negative delta.
It's kind of like American baseball, Sebastian. We're talking about sport. What sports? Certainly not Formula One. Watching this,
is it curling?
No, yeah, curling. That's like watching sports if we watch sports.
Come on, can we get some traction? It's like,
don't worry, we'll give some other people a chance.
I want this to get done. I don't think I want to wait in this until we get the IV break, but I'd like to just get something and then I'll just take it off and let it go to someone else. So can we get one more? All right, we just pushed the bottom of the range, but not a lot of volume. Let's see if we can turn around. And then, okay, now they're trying to buy it. And
keeping the two that we have.
Yeah, as soon as we can get those profitable, I'll take them off just so somebody else can go. Or I'd just be dead wrong here. If it pushes down aggressively, I'll probably be wrong. But it's not at the moment. It's getting bought. So, okay, here we go. And
don't want to nibble anymore.
Nah, not at the moment. I just want to. I want to get this done and then let somebody else have a go. I'd rather get it done profitably just because.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a tricky one. That's why this is such a good exercise.
And doing it with your voice, it really is different. It requires a very different brain activity, brain engagement.
Really think.
Here we go.
There you go.
All right, go. Let's see. Go ahead and protect it. Add a couple ticks.
Okay, hang on. We got to get above it for me to do that.
When you
trade it up and then it pulled back a little bit. So.
Yep.
So if we trade above 85, I'll protect you.
Can we spring? Yes, there we go. All right, go ahead and protect me.
Yeah.
And if I get taken, I get taken. If it runs, it runs.
All right, you did.
Nope, I'm out. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good one. Very good. You did well.
Managed my way out of it.
To manage. Should we put Lee on the spot?
He makes it look too easy.
Lee's already long.
Where's Lee long from?
I'm trading through. I'm long average price 85.5, which isn't brilliant, but my platform is showing me nothing. I'm trading on Tradeovate.
Okay, got you.
Because the arrow chart is downloading.
You're long 85.75 with a 5 lot, Lee.
Okay.
You can see it on my dome right here.
So, I've got no idea where the volume is. I'm going to take one off at 4.5.
4.5?
Yep.
Wow, that's way up there. Okay, 4.5. One. That'll be 400.
I'll take 3 off there. Let's do that.
Okay.
Where are we trading? We're 6.5.
You'll have
at the
2
moment.
left.
Okay, I'll take one off at 89.5.
Okay, you're about to coming up there quick. Okay.
What may have been some big positive delta about an hour ago.
Okay.
I really don't know because my Sierra Chai's in a
here I can put up my.
You're trading blind.
There you go. There's my. Trade of 8s footprints are horrible. Totally horrible. Okay, so you're long from 85.75, and it's trading 83.75 at the moment.
Okay, I'm watching NQ as well though, because if NQ dumps down, I want to get out of all my longs. So we're in this sort of nasty range. So I'll tell you what, I'll exit 2 at this sort of 89 area, Jeff.
Okay.
And the remainder 04.
Okay.
And I'm basing my decisions actually on what NQ is doing. So I'm watching the price action on that. If NQ really heads down. So I'm basically thinking if ES keeps trading below where the single prints were, 81 or so, I want to not be long.
Okay.
So I'm watching how NQ is holding this kind of 870 area.
Yep.
And if it bounces up from here, I'm happy.
Spot. Okay.
If it breaks down further, so if we get below about 68, 67 on NQ, then I'm going flat.
Okay. We're almost there. Almost there.
Yeah, we'll get flat.
Okay. All right. Boy, the guest traders are not making a lot of money today. We're not losing a lot, though, so that's good. Okay. Who would like to go next? David, would you like to go? Are you mic'd up?
Everyone can unmute, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm mic'd up. Can you hear me?
All right. Yep. You want to try NQ with a swarm, or do you want to do ES?
I kind of want to wait for the ledge, but I can.
All right, you want to wait for ledge. Okay, that's valid. So you're talking about the bottom ledge in ES or NQ?
But I mean, I can trade right here. I'm thinking long NQ if we can. Well, there it is.
Just missed it.
We just missed it. Yeah, as you said.
Nice.
I got long again, actually.
10 points there.
Yeah. Share the profits.
I'll tell you what. Let's throw a couple orders down there. Yeah, but the ledge is more interesting. Oh, you're long now at 75.5.
Okay. Put a stop as soon as possible between you and the market.
Okay. One of them protected. You got hit. And you got out with 2. And
I don't like this action. We keep sweeping down. So
yeah, this is very.
And this ES is below 83, which is on the pullback negative 600 delta. So currently, I'm thinking that if we stay below that, then short. But we're at the bottom of the range. And NQ, kind of watching that.
All right. Let me know. You can do whatever you want. You can do ES, MES, or MNQ. Tell me what you want to do, and I will do it. And you don't have to do anything right away. You can wait for a ledge if you like.
Yeah, let's get long MES. Get long one at 83. Add one at 82.25.
Okay, you have 2 average 83 micros.
Okay, take one off at 84.
Okay, that'll be fast, and you're about to get hit. Oh, it traded there. You got hit. Okay.
Okay, put a stop in between you and the market at 83.25. Put a stop there.
Okay, you got it. It's rushing up. Let me know if you want to trail it.
I want to see it push top of this range, but I want to give it some room.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good decision. You're profitable.
I mean, we're in profit. Got to stop. So I'm kind of just waiting on the 5 lows right there. Let's see if we can.
Taking the first one off was good. That was a good tactic. So now you're in profit and you're protected. Boom, you got hit.
Yeah,
that's cool though. That was a nice. Your 2 trades were $14. So so far you're leading the game.
Nothing.
All right, let's. I'm going to keep you on the hot seat. Go ahead and give me another one when you see it. But you don't have to do it right here. I'll let you go ahead and choose the entry, which I don't do very often, but that was a good one, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a tricky day for this exercise. Are you still long, Lee?
Yeah, I re-entered. I'm long. Well, I was long around 81. I've added another average price now, 82.75.
Okay, yeah, that's about where we got.
I'm still waiting.
Long as well. Yeah, this range. I'm going to go back to my range views because we're almost horizontal, but we're just. This is noteworthy for those of you watching at home. Notice how big the second LRC is. It's almost as big as the 30-minute. So we're exploring a very large range here, and that's why
Yeah.
In everybody's defense, that's why everybody's having a little trouble because it's a huge range and it's exploring it. So
I was going to say it'd be short, but it already went. I was just trying to get a couple ticks too. So
yeah, that one. All right, I see what you're talking about. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to trade while we're doing this exercise. The idea is
definitely.
And this is not a great spot. So we'll go to the top of the hour, which the plan was to do about 40 minutes of this. And again, depending on the days, we have to be careful when we schedule these, Lee, JVC. I'm talking to myself and you guys so that we catch, relatively stable time or ledge break time. This one might have been a little too early on we did it because we wanted an initial balance session, but this one's a little erratic. So.
Oh yeah, it is. It's interesting because now we're starting to push up a little bit. Get long MES at 83. See if we can get filled for a little pop.
All right, I took one at the market. I thought you wanted one, and now I've got an order.
That's fine. That'll work.
Yeah, and I've got an order at 83. So we'll see if you get your second one there. Looks like you're going to. No. I agree with Lee's point that structurally, there you go. Now you got your long 83.5 average on 2 micros.
Take one off at 83.75.
Okay.
And then let that one.
All right. You're good.
You can trade.
Okay.
Top of 84.
Yeah, we'll lock in 4 ticks. See if you can catch a runner. You're doing really, really good risk management, David. You're doing it exactly right.
Go ahead and hold on to the trade.
Okay.
I'm watching the tape.
Yeah, let me know if you want to
get out at 85. Get out at 85.
Okay, I'll put a protective stop.
Yeah, that's what I meant. My bad.
Yeah. That's a take profit stop is what the easy, quick way to say that. So take profit stop to 85, and then I'll know.
Yeah, we're gonna get out.
And you got hit. All right, that was a nice one. Boy, on the 2 lot, that was $15.
So really, the ideas that I'm using, like Lee said, I was kind of using NQ for the price action, but then ES for the structure. And the structure's been holding here around these deltas. So thank you, Lee.
Yeah, that was a good one. You did well. And these are not good. These are hard conditions.
They are.
They really are.
It's helping with the 2 lot though, because I'm able to get one on immediately and then get a small pullback in the direction's working.
That perfectly. That's exactly that is exactly the 1+1 trade I talk about all the time. Get one on, if the idea is working, get a second one on, and then get that first one off profitably as fast as you can. That allows you to protect the other one, and then it works or it doesn't. But just what you just did, you do that 15, 20 times a morning, and it's it's a few $100 really fast. And so that was good stuff. Well done. Okay, let's see. Who else would like to be a guinea pig? We have about 10 more minutes. If nobody else volunteers, I will trade live until we get another volunteer. So I'll do it. You guys want to put me in a trade?
Get long if we break. If we break, what is it? Where is that at?
Yeah, this is a tricky spot with respect to the range. We're right at the top of the horizontal range now, and it's very horizontal. But look at all this bright green. These are all higher highs. So yeah, now it's going to get going probably. So yeah, why don't you guys do it for me? JVC, why don't you stick me in a trade whenever you feel like it? And
I'll stick you in a trade.
Okay, David, you put me in a trade.
Go for it.
Get short.
Short what?
NQ.
NQ. How many?
3.
I
don't know.
Okay, I'm short 3 in NQ. Profit 300. On the first one, protecting the second one. Okay, so I've got profit off on the first 2. I'm still short from 6.5, protecting 5.5. It's 4.5, and boom. Okay, so I'm out with a $11 profit on the 3 lot after commissions.
Yeah, we're probably still going up. I wanted to see if you would get out.
Yeah, you wanted to trap me in a short, I know. And it's actually swarmable here, short. That's what I was doing early in the morning. Yeah, if you guys want to see, here's my. Let me get the accounts out of the way. You can see this is my trading from this morning, and I was trading both ways. Pretty much just going with whatever was happening, and that's $1,000. So take it. All right, David, trade. What do you think? Do you want to do another one?
JVC, it's your turn.
Okay.
Let me see. JVC, you got kind of a raw deal. Let me get a better trade going for you. Okay, you are long 1 ES at 84.
All right.
MES, I'm sorry. Micro.
Yep. Go ahead and protect at 2 ticks.
Okay. Boom, done.
And let's see if we can get some traction to the upside. It's not looking great.
Nope. You got hit.
Nope. All right.
That's all right. This is a crazy range. It's
moving around a lot.
It's moving around a lot. It's moving around the entire 30-minute range in a few seconds at a time, and that is unusual. So, absolutely, Alfredo, you may. Are you unmute yourself here? I'll ask to unmute you.
Everybody can unmute already.
Yeah. Okay. Then just unmute yourself. Hang on. I got to just put my screen back here. Something just went wacko on my other monitor. Give me a minute to fix that. Every now and then, Jigsaw's reports just get really weird, and there's a big X across them. I don't know what that's about, but.
Good morning, Jeff.
Okay, Alfredo, how are you?
Fine. Hey, I will play with 3 micros on NQ.
Okay.
And to start, I will say, well, come to me. Like you always said, I will try to put it on close to 80. Well, now it went up significantly.
Okay, we'll put a resting order at 80. You wanted for one lot, or you want to put all 3?
Actually, we can put it at 82.5.
Okay.
I got hit, and so now I'm gonna put a protect at 86.
Okay.
One of them to get off at 86, and the other one I'm gonna put it at 90.
Okay, there's 86. We only have one so far here. Let me get the other one on.
Sorry,
all right, now we have the 2. We got filled. Okay, and the other one at 90?
Yeah.
All right, you're doing good. You got filled on your first one. And, it touched 90.
Yeah.
It didn't fill. Hang on.
Oh. It filled mine. Okay.
Oh, boom, you got it. All right. Hey, you are our winner. You have the best P&L so far at $25. Good job. That was perfect. Right off that inflection. And just for the rest of you in the audience, look at what happened right down there, right when he was trying to enter, and we had to chase it a bit. It was getting absorbed down there. So you played that perfectly, Alfredo. I'm really proud of you, because I know you've been working very hard. That was, and in record time too. You were in that trade for 32 seconds. So you are the fastest and made the most money. That's awesome.
Let me tell. I was not looking at the structure of NQ because I don't have it. But I was looking at the LRCs.
Okay.
And when I selected the 80, it was because the LRC was turning around.
Yeah.
You have the second time that it went down, but it didn't go down. So I said, okay, maybe that point to go up, and then let it go. Actually, in mine, I did it with 4 micros. No?
You
on 273 ticks on
awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And I have to point out also, you caught the setup you caught was a spring. You bought a low volume pullback, and then it sprung instantly. And this is such a good example for everybody else. Just watching that one price action event right there, you did that exactly how I would do it. You got a ride to the other end of the range in 30 seconds, and a real profitable one. So that was beautiful. That is a perfect example. Perfect example. Okay.
My question with the NQ is, for example, if you place an order, the other one, to close it, you put it 10 points, 20 points. For example, Lee said, hey, I'm going to be in 04.
Right.
That's very far. See, with the 3 ticks, it's kind of, you almost get it, no? With the 4, as you always said, no. Okay.
Yeah.
But in NQ, when it's moving like this, 10 is too much, or maybe 8, 5, I'm not sure.
It's, you know what, at least he has seen a little pattern in where it pauses. I just generally run with NQ because, for example, right now it's at the top of the range, but it could easily keep going here. And, Lee's got a target up there for 4. Imagine, in an ES, imagine what that's going to do for NQ. That'll definitely get us, to the top of the range. And so, it looks like it wants to do that right now.
I think as well in NQ, if you're looking at a fast chart, you can really look at the length of each bar. And just say, if I'm in, I'm going to get out at the extreme of the preceding bar that was in my direction. It's going to trade there.
Yeah, exactly. We're just about ready to do that. And it probably will spring above it here. 22.5 is the top. And I bet we will spring above 20. And there it goes. As I said, perfect example. So that's what you're looking for. And I'm so excited to see you doing so well, Alfredo. I know you've worked really hard. You're at all the sessions. And you nailed that. That was perfect. That is exactly how you do it. God, yeah, if you guys can't tell, I'm so excited because when I see a student execute a difficult setup like that fast, perfectly, it just, I feel like all the time is worthwhile. So you really, really made my day with that one, Alfredo. I can't.
Actually, what I can say, I started trading with the minis and it really was a disaster. With the micros, really, the risk management is easier. Yeah, but still, I need to learn where to exit. That's my problem.
Yeah, when to scale NQ is very tricky. I am going to have some more classes on that, and I'm going to do. It's not on the calendar yet, but I haven't said this to JVC or Lee yet either. But I want to say it out loud so we all remember. I want to do the next in the series on swarming, and advanced swarming. How do you figure out the spots to add and how much to add? And it took me a really long time to learn that because you have to think exponentially, and it's hard to do that when it potentially is going against you or when a ledge is breaking and you're fading a ledge. But, you really have to think in terms of, if I have 1 now and it goes to the next increment, I have to be thinking in terms of 2 or 4 there, not just 1 more. Otherwise, I'm not taking advantage of the swarming, methodology. However, if you do that too quickly, as I've been practicing this and learning it, in the first couple of months when I was really practicing a lot, I found, I would frequently end up scaled in and off sides. And that's really bad when you're swarming. That's how you can really get burned. And so what I started doing to get out of that was, I posted this in the pit. It's and this is a really good way to kind of wrap the session up because it's really appropriate to the conversation we're having about NQ. So give me a second. I posted this and I can't remember where I put it or what I called it. So just give me a second. I know where I put it. Hang on. Okay, it's in. Okay, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm going to mute myself.
Pardon me?
Yeah, go right ahead, Alfredo. No problem.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The absolute best place to learn how to do this is just do ledges. Like, when I first opened up with David, he said, I want to wait for a ledge. That's the right thing. Because at a ledge, it's very hard to be really wrong. Either way, you can play it. The second thing that I found really, I've been posting my P&Ls, and you guys, I'm remarkably consistent right now. I'm due to have a big loser, but all I'm doing is these 2 setups. I literally have that on my desk right now. There's, my little note card tray. One of them says 2 setups only scaled. In other words, I'm focused on these 2 things and I'm pushing them harder with more and more contracts instead of taking trades that may not be as good a setup. These are if you swarm ledges, that's the holy grail. That works the best. It's the fastest. And then ranges, use the horizontal 300 LRC. That's why I brought this up. And, a minute ago, it was horizontal. Now we're starting to slightly slope up. And that just kind of warns you to not fade the highs so aggressively. Let it get higher before you do that. So, put a 300 up on a 5-second, use the slope. The best time to play ranges intraday is when it's totally horizontal, and the faster ones are much narrower than they are now. We're working a big range and we're trying to go up. You see these pullbacks are getting bought, and that was why Alfredo's trade was so perfect. I mean, he caught a spring right at the exact perfect time with no risk. I mean, it immediately went profitable. And that's how to trade the horizontal ranges. And the best thing to do when you want to learn how to do it and you want to build a P&L or pass a eval, wait for ledges. Wait for the ledges. I said this in the IDEs this morning. Look over here at my 120-second. Look at SD2 here before we open. The open was right here. Look at this. We went up and pinged off of SD2 and pulled back nicely. I told you, I kept getting up in the middle of the night to come do this trade. It was just so good. Look at here, we hit SD2 right at 94.50. And then we traded all the way back down to 85.50, almost 10 handles. And it just kept doing that. So ledges are ideal. If you don't have ledges and you're getting a horizontal range, then do exactly what Alfredo did. Look for it to be at one end of the range or the other. Look for it to be getting bought. You'll probably catch a spring up to the middle or to the other end of the range. And that's awesome. I mean, do that, over and over all day. You'll never have drawdown, and you'll just keep making small profits, and they'll happen quickly. Good trades work right away. Alfredo's trade took 30 seconds. So that was the best example we had that for all the players. And one thing, if we get more participation in this, and maybe we'll make it a little more game showy, I would have no trouble with giving away prizes. Lee, would you agree with that? Maybe we'll give away some gift cards or something for people that put themselves on the spot in future sessions.
I think once we come up with a metric and rules and a way of doing this, we've got to make this more slick.
Yeah, we do have to make it more slick. And I'm going to put that out there. This was one of my intentions today. So as we wrap up, and we're going into wrap up right now, I'm going to throw this out at the community. This is a really good exercise if we can figure out a way to make it, easy to do and given Zoom and whatnot. So give this some thought. How would you like to see this exercise improve, change? How could we make it more mechanical? I agree with Lee on that. We need to have a clear defined rules and how you play and what your objectives are. And then I think it could be even better. But for our first round of this group, I think this one went really well. And again, great job, Alfredo. Good job, David. Let's see. You should also rate on the scale. We've gone back and forth on whether I should give feedback or not. Some people, feedback might be, maybe they don't want as much feedback. Some people may want, maybe we should define the setups in advance. Like, okay, we're going to do scalps, or we're going to do inside outs, or we're going to do IB breaks. We need to give this a little bit of thought and figure out what works best for everybody. So I would please ask all of you to do that. And let's see, Sebastian, whether the player uses their own platform or just Jeff's screen. Yeah, latency could be an issue with that. Competition for your own entry and forced entry. See, now that's a really good idea. These are really good ideas. So who had the best with a forced entry and who had the best choosing their own entry? See, that's the kind of stuff that will really make this both educational and fun. I don't want it to be like watching sports on TV. Like you said, I want it to be a good exercise where people learn and everybody, can improve. So bonus for blowing out Jeff's account. Exactly. The coin flip entry. Yeah, that's another way to do it. And that works good too. So here's what I'm going to do. JBC, I'm going to ask you as our community manager extraordinaire to please start a stream somewhere where we can put these comments. So can we cut and paste these comments that we have in the chat and the suggestions, and maybe start a stream and have everybody give this some more thought. I don't think we have another one of these scheduled till the following week, or maybe even after that.
I will throw this in community help and everyone can chime in.
Yes. And again, everybody, please do that. I think this could become a really fun exercise, and we just have to figure out the right way to do it. You know, the way that they did it at my buddy's local firm is literally one of the partners would put a position on one of the computers, and then they would take a trader and just roll them up to the desk and hand them the mouse. And then when they really wanted to have fun with it, they would like spin them around the chair first and then roll them up to the desk just to you know, mess with traders are like that. Anyway, so I think this was fun. Thank you for everyone who participated. Thank you for everyone in the audience watching. And we will see you in a little while. Let's see, it's in about an hour for the ETF hour. So, and again, I've got some high yield and some commodity stuff, and we'll talk a little about the triple leveraged ones. Right now is not a great time to trade the triple leveraged. They're just churning, and basically you just burn up equity. But if we can establish a range and maybe a short squeeze or a big sell-off, then the triples become really interesting. So we'll talk about that in the session. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, JVC, for being our first guinea pig. And
sure thing. Squeak, squeak.
Yeah, squeak, squeak. We'll see everybody at ETF Hour.